All right. Can y'all see this presentation? Is this cool? You can give me a thumbs up that you can see it. Awesome. All right. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. So excited to have all of you here at the Address Your Thirst First Hydration Challenge. We're going to be moving from June 1st to the 14th. So I'm super excited to have you all here. And this is our second round of the hydration challenge. We started this in April. And actually, there's 17 people who signed up. We do have some people who reached out to me and they had some other engagements this evening. So this will be recorded so that you guys can review it if necessary. And I'm going to get you guys set up on the school app tonight and just kind of get you situated. There are probably going to be some people popping in a little bit later, some people. But like I said, this will all be recorded. So if you miss anything, you feel free to reach out to me via text, or you can always go into the community and get these materials. Okay. And feel free to drop a comment in the chat, the Zoom chat, if you have a question. And then I'll take a break and look and see if there's something I need to address. All right, so I am Chef B, your lifestyle medicine health coach, your raw plant-based chef. I've been doing cleanses, resets, coaching, meal prep, all of it since I would say 2012. I am a trained mathematician, been for many, 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 many years, and recently retired from the classroom now 2 years to really focus in on this, what I call my ministry, my health and wellness ministry. And so just hydration is one of those things that come up a lot with the people I work with. It just affects so much. And I was like, yo, let's just do a hydration challenge. I think kicking off the summer, kicking off the spring, just it's so important all the time. And there's no better time to start than now to hydrate. And so, in having conversations with people about various things that they're dealing with, I'm like, yeah, you need this hydration challenge. Let's go. Because everyone's busy, everyone is doing something, and drinking water is something that we just forget to do. We'll reach for juice, we'll reach for soda, we'll reach for, other things, a smoothie, but really we need water first, right? So hence address your thirst first. The genesis of this challenge came about a few months ago. So I do a weekly newsletter, a blog. It's a newsletter, but then I also put it on my website as a blog. And I actually wrote the piece, Address Your Thirst First. And the reason why I wrote that piece was because I was getting feedback from my customers about food. And one of my customers, he was the only person, he was like, everyone was like, the portions are great. Thank you. Like, I feel like I'm satiated. I feel good. But this one customer, y'all, said, I don't feel like I get enough food, right? And I was like, what do you mean you don't get enough food? He's like, I don't get enough food. I mean, this is like literally inside of the feedback form. So I was like, okay. So I got on the phone and called the person. And it was just weird to me, like, because he was just like ravenous in his message. Like, I don't know if I can continue with the meal prep. Like, it's not enough. And I was like, wow. So I called the person and the first thing I asked was, are you drinking enough water? And then he cringed and was like, yeah, about that. So he's this runner in Atlanta. He runs doing like all kinds of, evening running and things like that. But he was like, yo, I don't drink water after I do my runs. And I was like, are you kidding me? You're gonna hurt yourself. So that's why he's so ravenous. He's thinking that he's hungry, but he's actually thirsty, you know? And so from that conversation and just like going into a deep dive with that particular client, I was just like, I know that other people are dealing with this because I started just asking the question and it just started coming up. And so with that, I was like, you know what? Let's do a water challenge and see if we can support people. And the first one was so good. It was so beautiful, so successful. I was just really grateful to the people who participated. They were asking for the second one. So I was like, let's go, let's do it. And so here we are. All right. So this is in alignment with the work that I do as a holistic health coach, just helping people to shift their behaviors and really onboard more habits that are in alignment with being holistic and healthy. And we got to look holistically at all the things that we're doing, right? Water is just one of those things that can really address so much if we're consistent enough and if we really create the habit around proper hydration. And we're going to talk about over the course of the 14 days, what do I mean when I say proper hydration, smart hydration, that kind of thing. Okay. All right. So our agenda for tonight, I want you guys to introduce yourselves, and when you introduce yourselves, who you are, where you live, and why did you decide to come to the challenge? All right. I want to say though, like this is a safe space. Everything that we share is going to be within this container, within our calls, and then it's going to be inside of our community. All right. So you hopefully will meet some beautiful people that you can connect with and resonate with because everyone is just so lovely. These are folks that I've known either through as clients or just people who I've known for a long time. And it's just all good people here. So you're in a space where there's no rah-rah, nothing with the people I work with. And I'm around. So I would love for you guys at some point, I'm going to tell you when to introduce yourselves and just why did you come to the challenge? Okay. The next thing we'll talk about is just learn what you'll need for the challenge over the course of the 14 days, and not just 14 days, but moving forward. These are tools that I'm praying and hoping that you'll, onboard all the time and make it a part of what you do. We'll get you set up in the Healing Me First with Chef B community. We'll do that tonight. We'll also set you up with the Water Reminder app tonight. And then we'll also talk about the challenge requirements. Okay. So if you want to be in the running to win one of the prizes, there's some things that we would like for you to be consistent over the 14 days doing. All right. So first things first, let's introduce ourselves. I introduced myself already, so I'm going to ask y'all to introduce yourself. So I'm gonna go with who's right underneath me in the screen, and that is Karen K. Phillip. So if you could take yourself off mute and just tell us who you are, where you live, and just why did you decide to do the challenge?
Good evening, everyone. I'm Karen K. Phillip from New York. Um, I decided to do the challenge. Well, I follow, well, Tosh, Mommy Tosh. I follow, I follow her on YouTube, and I saw a video popped up, and I was like, "Oh, this is what I needed." And especially what's happening in my life right now. My doctor, he's like telling me, "Drink more water, drink more water." Everywhere I turn, drink more water, drink more water. And then I saw your video, and I said, "Okay, is that like I need to do this challenge?" So that's one of the reasons why I'm here.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing that. All right, let me see. I think I'm looking here. Oh, okay. So we have a new person participate who just said hello all. All right, we'll get to you, lunch lady. All right, next person up is Kenja McCrae.
Hey,
Hey.
I am, as Dr. Bruley said, Kendra McCrae. I am in Atlanta. I'm joining from the Atlanta metropolitan area. And I don't know, I think you told me about this, right?
I think so.
Yeah, and invited me to join during like Spelman reunion.
Mm.
weekend. It's like class. It was class of 1995's 30th reunion weekend, and we were classmates there and classmates at Clark. um, so I need this just because it's always good to drink enough water, right? And I don't dislike drinking water or anything like that. I just have to have a reminder to do everything. I have everything because I have so much on my plate. So at the end of the semester, when I was grading and trying to get things in on time, and also meeting deadlines with my book, my feet started to swell and my blood pressures went through the roof. So I need to focus on my health, and this is one way to get started with it. Yep.
Absolutely. Yes. Well, we are so happy that you're here, Kendra. Thank you
I'm
so
happy to
much.
be here. Thank you.
Thank you for joining. All right. Tracy. Tracy Lynn.
Hold on, you guys. I have to run outside because I'm still at work.
Oh, okay. Okay. Do you want me to skip you and come back?
Uh-uh. I'm
Okay.
outside.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
I'm outside. Can y'all see me?
I can
I
see
can't see
you,
myself.
lady. I can see you.
Okay. So I'm Tracy. I've been doing some of the meal prep stuff with Chef B. And it's been phenomenal and amazing. I work in Atlanta, but I live further south, like towards LaGrange, Georgia, or Callaway Gardens. And yeah, so I'm here to learn more about drinking. And I've been challenging myself. I knew this was coming up, so I've been challenging myself to drink more, to kind of create some things that I like to drink that are healthy and don't contain like artificial sugars. I suffer with food addiction, so I have to be careful with the sugars that I put in my body. And yeah, so I'm just here to learn and to better myself, to get some of the weight down, and just to learn how to flush this water through my body because I know that it's needed.
Ashay. Excellent. Thank you, Tracy Lynn. All right, lunch lady. Lunch lady, Fakisha. Let's go.
Hey, hey, how's everyone?
Hello, hello. How are you?
I'm well, glad to be here.
Yeah, so you're introducing yourself and you're saying where you're joining from and why you decided to join the challenge.
Okay, well, I am in Houston, Texas, but I am an LA girl. I am joining the challenge because I need to get hydrated. I need to get hydrated, and of course, originally is to support Chef B. I try to, with my colleagues and my community, any way I can, because it take a village, I'm going to show up. So that was the original, and it's a twofer. So not only do I get to support her in her mission, but I get to support me.
Shay, that's right.
So, yes, I am working on getting hydrated. I'm finding out right now finishing my culinary degree, and so I'm in healthy cuisine, and I'm learning that, or I learned that, of course, I don't even eat a lot. Me being a chef and around food, we go hungry all day. But my issue is that I drink a lot. All my calories, all my beverages is coffee, beer, and wine. And so I'm changing that today. I just had my last margarita. Okay.
Girl, go Fakisha.
I had my last margarita. So let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. How beautiful. Very nice. Very nice. Well, I think, here's the thing that I really want you all to think about as you embark on this is give yourself grace. And when I say give yourself grace, that's not to let yourself off the hook, but give yourself grace as in this, for some of us, it might be a little bit more challenging than others. I do know that some of y'all have really tried to start being in the mindset of drinking more water before this challenge. Some people are like, yo, let me just get the last few things in before I get started on the challenge. But give yourself grace as in this is a lifestyle shift. And with any lifestyle shift, they require small changes in order for you to really sort of see the longevity of the change. You just got to give yourself some time, some patience, and some grace. Okay. So thank you all for sharing your whys, and I appreciate each and every one of you and each of your whys. All right. So let's get into the next piece on this. Number two, learn what you will need for the challenge. All right, so these are the things that you're going to need for the challenge, okay? So if you have a reusable water bottle, if you have a reusable water bottle, I would say try to gather as many reusable water bottles that you have in your house. Today, what we're going to do is we're going to calculate the amount of water that you need each day. You specifically need each day. All right. Because it's not the standard, oh, you need to have 8 glasses of water. That's not what it is. All right.
Right.
It's more than that. All right. So before we do that, we got one more person that's just joined us. Bernice, are you here yet? Bernice, can you hear me? She got me on mute. Bernice, can you hear me?
Yes.
All
Can
right.
you hear me?
Yes, I
Uh,
can. Bernie,
Okay.
real quick before we jump into the needs of the challenge, could you
hmm
say who you are? Take yourself off mute, which you have. It'd be nice for people to see you, and then just share where you are, what city you're represented from, and then why you decide to join the challenge.
Okay. So I'm not going to share myself today.
That's fine. That's
I'm in the middle of doing work with a memorial. But my name is Bernice Holmes, and I work for the U.S. Department of Labor. And the reason why I wanted to join the challenge is because I've been working with the dehydration, um, the drinking the water for about a couple of weeks, and I've noticed how it makes me feel more full, and I don't eat as much, and so I think I'm not sure about other things that I've noticed. I didn't know I was going to be put on the spot, but anyway. And I wanted to do it because I feel like it helps to nourish me in places that I don't know that needs to be nourished. So that's it.
beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right. So, what will you need for the challenge? So, a reusable water bottle. All right. I like to like now. This is not ideal. I don't know if y'all can see this, but this is a 32-ounce container. I've learned that I need different things. Okay. And in this process, you'll learn what you need too. But what I would say is if you have a water bottle, either a glass bottle or a metal bottle that's 32 ounces or more, that's going to be your best bet. Do not get the small ones because sometimes it's just harder to keep track of a lot of different, like if you drink a lot of water and you have to, it's kind of hard to keep track of all of that water if they're in smaller containers. You feel like you're actually making progress when you're drinking from larger containers. All right. So for example, I need like 3 of these. And if I drink 3 of these, 32-ounce containers, I get all of my water in for the day. Okay. So we're going to calculate what you need. All right. We'll calculate what you need in a second. So you can use what I would suggest that you use is a metal container or a glass container. So you guys can hold up. Fakisha, do you have one that you were holding up there? You can hold
No,
up a container that you have. I see yours, Karen. That looks great. Do you know how many ounces that water bottle holds, Karen?
okay, 32 ounce.
Okay, you have a 32-ounce container for
Mhm.
Keisha. Awesome. What about you, Karen?
Uh, I want to say maybe 60.
It's
Is
a
it
60-ounce
60?
container.
Yeah, I think so. It's
Excellent.
big.
Yeah, that's good. And the reason why I'm telling y'all that is when you're drinking water, like particularly if you forget throughout the day, it's gonna be helpful to have a vessel that's large enough so that once you get through that, it like you feel accomplished. You feel like, okay, I've gotten most of my water in, or I've gotten half of my water in. If there's smaller units of water, it feels more of a chore to try to get through that. Okay? So that's why I'm suggesting a larger container. All right. So hold yours up against Karen. Let me pin your screen real quick so people can see. Let me stop share real fast. Yes, that looks good. Yep. Fakisha, what about you? Let me see yours. Excellent. Yep. Those look good. That looks really good. Yep.
Where
And
it got
so
coffee in it. You
you
got
and that coffee.
a little coffee, but we're gonna change that.
You and that coffee. Yes. All right. So with that, let me unpin y'all. All right, so that's good. So we got that situated. Let me remove this pin. We got that situated. So you're going to need that vessel. The next thing that you're going to need is the water reminder app. All right, so what I want you to do right now is pull out your phone, get your phone out, and go if you have a Google Play or if you have a Apple App Store, you're going to type in water reminder app. And you should see a blue icon. You should see a blue icon, and I'm going to show you what the icon looks like. Let me see. It should look like this. Can y'all see this? Let me stop share again. I'm going to stop share and then reshare so you can see what the icon looks like. Do y'all see this icon here?
Yeah.
That's what it looks like. That's the water reminder app. So what you want to do is a free app. This is the app that we use to track our water every day. You can pay more if you would like. You don't have to. It's free. But if you want to track your other liquids, then you can track other liquids with this app. But they charge you to do that. If you want to just track your water, then you're good. You're good to go. All right. And once you set this up, and we'll talk more about it, but this will just help you to keep track of your water. They will give you little things like little reminders on your phone when to drink. And then once you drink, whatever amount you drink, you want to make sure that you record whatever amount you drink because that's going to be important for the challenge. All right. Anybody having challenges finding the app? Anybody having challenges finding the app?
No, I found it.
Found it? Okay, good. So you download that, download the water reminder app, and then you should be good to go. All right. You can customize it and everything. All right. So as you do that, let's do the math. So the question is, how much water do you need every day? How much water do you need? How much water do I need? How much water does Kenja need? How much water does Karen K need? How much water does Bernice need? How much water does Pakisha need? It's not the same. It's not the same for everybody. It changes based on who you are. All right. So what you're going to do is whatever your weight, if you know what your weight is, if you know what your weight is, you take your weight and divide it in half. Whatever your weight is, divide it in half. All right. So for example, for me, I'll use myself as an example. I'm 179 pounds. When you divide my weight in half, that's 89.5. That is the amount of ounces of water that I need every day. Now, what I do is I round it up to 100 because I'm active. I'm moving. I'm a chef, like Fakisha. I'm moving around. I work out. So I do yoga. So I just round it to 100. But if I hit 100, then I know I've already hit my baseline. Okay? So everybody has their number. Now, for me, what I've done is that 100, let me see if you can see that. That 100, I put it in the app. I put it in app. Let me pin my screen so you can see what I'm talking about. Do y'all see that? 0 of 100. And actually, let me put in where I'm at. So I did so this is what you would do. I'm just get kind of showing you. I've done 32 ounces already. Oops. I've done 32 ounces already, and I've also done another 32. Well, almost another 32. I'm about to drink that. So then, boom, 64 ounces so far. So before the night is out, I'm gonna do another last one of these. Okay. And so, boom, when you hit your goal, it'll tell you, oh, you hit your goal. All right. So what I would do now is I would, whatever that number is that you came up with, you can put this in the app as the amount that you're going to be going for every day. That's the number that you're shooting for daily for you. Does that make sense? Any questions about that? Okay. All right. So we got our goal number. Everybody got their goal number? All right. Y'all want to share what your
Yes.
goal number is? Okay. If you don't want to share, that's fine. You don't want to share, that's fine. All right. So let me say this. Let me say this. Whatever your goal is, that's a lot of water, right? So like for me, 100 ounces of water, that's actually a lot of water daily. But that's the number that I shoot for every day that I have to get in, right? So here's my strategy on how to get that water in. I take that 100, that number, and I divide it into thirds. I take my 100 and I divide it into thirds. Okay. And then what I do is the first third, I have that first third waiting for me when I wake up in the morning. Because chances are you're not leaving your house as soon as you wake up in the morning. Within an hour of you waking up, you might have to leave. But certainly, like once you get up out the bed, you're not leaving right out the house to go anywhere. Because you got to brush your teeth, you got to kind of get your day going. You should drink your water then. You should drink some of that water then. All right. And front load some of the water. And the reason why, what it's going to do is going to help to flush your system out. Because remember, you haven't urinated for hours. You were fasting for several hours. So that's an opportunity for you to just flush the system out right then and there. And then you're gonna have to pee, which is good. You want to get that out, get it out your system right then and there. So that's the first third. The first third, you want to drink that first third when you wake up. Get it out the way. So now, boom, for me, 33 ounces of water is out the way, right? The second third, which is you will fill this up, the second third, I'm going to drink that throughout the day. I'm going to drink that throughout the day. So that's where you take your big water bottle and you're drinking on that throughout the day. Okay. And then once you drink on that throughout the day, the last third, that's towards the end of the day. So like maybe, like if you drink that first third early in the morning and you're kind of just nursing and drinking using the water reminder app, it's going to give you reminders. You drink it by let's say 3 o'clock, you should be done with that second third. So you have all that time to finish that second third. And then that last third, when you are on your way home from work or wherever you are, that's when you're going to start drinking that last third with the goal of drinking your water and finishing a couple hours before you go to bed so that you're not up peeing all the time. You'll find that your kidneys will start to strengthen depending on what your situation is. Everybody's different. And then you're not waking up constantly in the middle of the night having to pee. But the goal is to finish at least 2 hours before you go to bed with your water. All right. So that's the strategy. half your body weight in ounces of water. That's going to be whatever number for you. Take that number, divide it in thirds. The first third, you're going to drink that when you wake up in the morning. You're going to nurse on the second third throughout the day. By around 3 o'clock or so, you're going to start working on your third. And then the goal is to be done with your third 2 hours before you go to bed. Any questions about that? Okay, let's see. I see a chat message. Hold on. Goal is 10 glasses of water per day, rounded up. All right, so I don't know what that means, Kenja. How many ounces is that? Is that 10 8-ounce glasses of water? Is that 80? Can you be specific about
Yeah.
that? So it's 80 ounces?
Yeah. No, no, that's wrong. It should be 90 ounces rounded up.
Okay, so 90 ounces. So for you, your first third is 30, second third is 30, third is 30. So if you're getting if you're doing it like that, you can get that water in and it should flow. So
Hmm.
90 ounces. Did you put 90 inside of your app? Did you do that?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right. Desiree, you want to jump off of mute real quick and just introduce yourself? Who are you, where you're from, and like what city are you in, and why you decided to join the hydration challenge? Desiree, can you hear me? Okay, she might still be working. All right, so let me go back to this and share the screen. All right, so that's the water reminder app. All right, so the next thing that I think you're going to need for this challenge is hydration boosting foods. So over the course of the 14 days, I really want you to get excited about fruits that you can add to your water and different things we're going to be talking about that are also hydrating foods that could count as your water intake. And we'll talk about the amount of those things that you might want to have because we don't want you to replace it with other foods because you still need your water, but certainly you could add hydration boosting foods in. So things like blueberries, strawberries, cucumbers, those are hydration boosting foods. So like all the berries, I would say you can cut up cucumbers and add it to your water. Mint, you can add to your water. Things like that, that will help to boost your hydration because it's actually making your food, your water taste better. Sometimes that's the issue for people. They just don't like the way the water tastes. And because they don't like the way the water tastes, they don't want to drink it. But if you are committed to like finding those flavors that you really like, then it's going to really help to get the hydration in. All right. You're going to basically be excited to get to your water. All right. So that's what we want to do. We want to play around with that, but we'll talk more about that as well. All right. A supportive community. So, like I said, this community is y'all's community. There's some beautiful, beautiful people in here. Everybody on this call, beautiful, beautiful person. Some of you I've known for a long time. Some of you I've known just, not even a year. But energetically, y'all are all beautiful and nice and sweet. And the fact that you're here and you're trying to work on this, that says a million things about you. That you care about yourself, that you standing for yourself. And know that I'm standing for you as well. Okay? So we are all rooting for you. We're rooting for everybody. I'm rooting for you, and everybody in here is rooting for you because we all rooting for each other. All right. And then the other thing is a positive mindset. So it might be crazy some days where like you're on the line or you have a deadline and you're not leaving your desk, you're not moving. I want you to push beyond that, not beat yourself up, and just know that if you don't hit your water goal one day, It's okay. You don't have to fudge, just be honest about it. There's the next day for you to try. There's another day for you to try, okay? Just give it a shot the next day. But the goal is for you to get there. The goal is for you to get better each and every time, all right? And the way you do that is through a positive mindset. Like you could do this. It's not beyond you. What it is though is creating the systems that will work for you because what you'll find is some things work for you that I'm saying and some things don't work for you. So you're going to have to figure out what works for you. The strategy that I've come up with seems to work for a lot of people, but for some people, it just may not work for them. So now let's figure out what strategy works for you. And the way you do that is you have to keep trying. You have to keep going. You have to have a positive mindset that I'm going to figure it out. I may not have gotten to my goal today, but that's okay. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. That's the positive mindset I'm talking about. Okay? Any questions about that? Any questions about that? We good? All right. All right. So the next thing that I want us to talk about is getting you all set up in the Healing Me First with Chef B community. All right. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to invite each of you to the community. All right, so let me just take you off of there and I'm going to go and invite each of you to the community. So the community that we are going to be doing this challenge in is called School. All right, the community that we're doing this challenge in is called School. And I really think you'll like it. It's really easy to use. It's a lot of fun. There's this cool leaderboard that is in here that just um, keeps everything fun and interesting. All right, so for Keisha, I just sent you an invitation. So as I said, as I do this, I'm going to tell you who I sent an invitation to, just so that you can check your email. So you're going to go to your email and check your email for my invitation, and then you're going to accept it. Karen K, you're next. Okay, I just sent you your invitation, Karen. All right, Bernice. Okay, Bernice, you're next. All right, Bernice, I just sent you your invitation. Who else is here? Kenja, send you your invitation. Let me send that now. Kenji, I just sent you your invitation. Check your email. Right. Let me see. I'm not sure which Desiree, so I'm just gonna actually add both because I'm not sure which. I have two Desirees on this challenge, by the way, y'all. You have Desiree Smith and Desiree Foy. So I'm going to, I think this is Desiree Smith. Let me send her her link. Copy. I think it's her. All right, so Desiree, if you heard me, please check your email. All right, so did you guys all get the invitation, the email? Yes?
I'm still looking for it.
In your email? Okay.
Yeah.
Your spam.
Okay.
I'll tell you which email I sent it to. Would you like me to do that? Or you know?
Yeah. 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 Tell me.
Hold on, let me see. I sent it to fast.
Did.
I sent
Uh,
it to KMCCR1
mm-hmm.
at Gmail. And you
Real
should see
life.
Healing Me First with Chef B.
Uh-huh.
That's the community's name.
Mm,
No, you don't see it?
not yet. Maybe it's taking a while.
Hmm.
Someone added you. No,
Yes.
maybe it
Um,
went to.
Anybody
Let me
else?
look.
Did you see the
I see
invitation
my.
or no?
It, this
I
is
see.
Tracy. You didn't tell me you sent it.
Okay, I'm sorry, Tracy. Hold on a second. Let me get it in. All right, let me go here. See. Okay. Tracy, try it now. And then what I'm gonna do too is just add you. I'm gonna add the link down here in the Zoom chat that y'all can click on. Okay. Okay. All right. So for
So
Keisha,
yeah, it went to my promotions. Somehow it everything else went to my regular inbox, but it's in promotion. This one's in promotion.
okay. All right.
Yeah.
So what you want to do is so Tracy, I sent it. Okay, Tracy, I sent it to you.
Okay, I'm here. I still don't have it, but maybe it's gonna come through. And I'll let you know.
Okay, cool. Now, if you the way that you can kind of go faster with this is if you go to the Zoom chat, I sent the link for you to click on it there, and then I can accept you that way too. So for anybody who didn't get the link just yet, the invitation, just click this link, and then once you click the link that I added to the chat, it will automatically notify me that you're in or that you are trying to come in. All right, so I see Kenji, I see that you joined. Good. All right. And so we'll work to get you guys situated in there, but either go again to the chat and click that link, or what you can do, and then you want to create a profile once you're in there. And then it'll show me that you're in. Or you go to your promotions. Usually that's what happens. Things just get thrown into the promotions folder. Okay. Karen, did you see it? Did you get yours?
I'm creating my profile. Yes.
Okay, good. Awesome. Fakisha, you got yours. All right. And I see Kenji, she's already in there. So we good. All right. So as you guys are doing that, what I want to do is I want to kind of show you, give you a little quick tour of this community. All right. I want to give you a quick tour of this place because it's so cool. I really like it. And the other participants who did the challenge really liked it too. All right. So community. Oh, here we go. Approve. All right. So Karen, I just added you in there. So Karen's in there, Kenja's in there, and then whoever else, it'll tell me when you guys are in. All right, so this is the community. It's called Healing Me First with Chef B. And what I want you to do once you get in here in your spare time, there is a pin. So I have a couple pins here. There's a pin that says, Welcome to Healing Me First with Chef B. You want to go to that pin. And once I'm going to actually send you like a little prompt because I usually do for all my new people. And I want you to introduce yourself inside of the community. As you can see, many of these people, they've introduced themselves in the community. All right. And once they, just like who you are, just so people can kind of get to know you. The whole goal of this community is about you connecting with like-minded people, all right, on this journey to wellness. All right. And there's a lot of beautiful folks that I have worked with intimately with meal prep, cooking classes, you name it, that are in here. So once you're in here, I'm gonna send you like a little link. Hey, introduce yourself. Just take a moment and just say who you are and just say something about yourself, where you're from, and just like, what's your passions. And I actually give you some prompts up here for you to respond to. So if you go here, it says, I'm so excited to have you all here, blah, blah, blah. Introduce yourself, name, location, what you do, why you're excited to be a part of the community, link to your socials, pics, and, don't spam people with stuff. All right. So they kind of give you some guidelines on how you can share who you are with others. Okay. The cool thing about this community is if you are connected, like how we're connected now, you can reach out to any member of this community and chat with them. So I'm gonna actually put y'all in accountability groups. So this would be a place where you and your accountability buddy would connect. All right. And so you can send a private chat to them just to check in on them, see how they're doing. It's completely up to you. If y'all want to share or exchange cell phone numbers, you can do that as well. But this is the place where you guys can engage. All right. And so the chat would be enabled for you guys to talk to each other. You guys are going to have an opportunity to do the text exchange if you'd like. And then the other way that you can engage with people will be as they post, you can respond to their posts. Okay. So if you look here, there are these tabs that I've created. The AYTF Hydration Challenge. This is the tab where you're going to be spending a lot of your time. And as you can see, this is one participant from last cycle. She kept going. She was just like, I'm still going, I'm still going, I'm still going. Goal met. And look, this is her water app. So she's posting her water app. She's doing her thing. You're going to be doing that. You're going to be sharing how much water you're drinking, and you might be inspired like she is, like Michelle is, to keep going. Okay? So this is where you're going to get your daily prompts. This is where you're going to set your intentions for the day, all of that. And you're going to post what your goals are for the day. And then to actually, like when you meet your goal, take pictures of your water app for the day and post it. The cool thing about the water app, it shows the day. So when you take a picture of it, see how she did this? We don't want you to do it like this. We want you to show the actual day. Let me see if I can find one that's like what I'm talking about. It showed like she didn't take a screenshot of the whole thing. Let me see if she did. Damn, she didn't either. Hold on. Ah, maybe this is it. Nope, she didn't either. All right. So let me pull open my app real fast and show you what I'm talking about. But if you look at the app, right? If you look at the app, I don't know if y'all can see me. Can y'all see me? Stop share for a sec. You see how it has Thursday and then I want the full thing. I don't want just the water part. I want the full thing. So when you share your picture for the day, you're going to share the entire screen so that we know that you're talking about your water for today, for Thursday. Okay? We know that you're talking about your water for Monday. All right? That's what's going to keep us honest. Okay? All right, let me go back in real fast. Let me go back in real fast. All right, so this is where you're going to primarily be posting under this tab, which is called your Address Your Thirst First Challenge tab. You can definitely go and post in other areas of the space, but for the challenge, you want to post your daily numbers, your intentions, your picture of your screen under the AYTF Hydration Challenge tab. All right? That's what you want to do. And then you guys can comment on it. You guys can comment on it. Like, look at this one, day 7, address your thirst first. We made it to the last day, and then there were people who responded. So, like, in order for you to qualify for some of these prizes, you don't want to just be quietly doing the challenge. You want to engage. So, like this person, they posted, and then people responded to their post. All of those things are being tracked. All of those things are being tracked in this app. Okay. And how they track it is here in the leaderboard. So let me show you that now. So if you look off to the side here, they're leaderboards. All right, they're leaderboards. So if you look, no one's really been moving the leaderboard this last 7 days. Nobody's been moving, which is good because it's like a clean slate. So all of you, as you are active, this is going to populate and this is going to show me who's engaging. That's the fun part of it. The more you engage, the more you post, the more you respond to people's posts, you're going to be the highest person on this leaderboard. And so for me, when I'm looking at, who's winning, I'm looking at the leaderboard, I'm looking at, your hydration goals, I'm looking at all of those things to help, to determine who the winner is. So you want to make sure that you are in that leaderboard doing your thing. And you can check the leaderboard and see where you are at any time. This is the leaderboard from the last challenge. This is the leaderboard from the last challenge. The persons who are one, two, and three were the first, second, and third place prize winners. And if you look at their numbers, that was their engagement from 0 up to this. This is how they engaged. So they got 300, the first person got 320 points, second person 270, the third person 172 points. That will be some of you once you guys start doing this. Okay? So as soon as you introduce yourself, that's going to put you on the leaderboard. As you tell me your intentions, that's going to add points to your leaderboard. Okay? All right. Now, how else do you earn points and what else am I looking for in terms of the challenge? There is an area on here called classroom. There's an area on here called classroom. Each of you will have access to the Address Your Thirst First Hydration Challenge classroom. All right. This is a course that I've created. And in this course, there are days of the week. I'm still finishing it up, but there are days of the week, and there's going to be information for you to review every day of the week. Okay. Once you've completed the days of the week, the information for that day of the week, what you're going to do is hit a check mark so that you've shown that you've completed that day. Because at the end of this, one of the ways that you qualify for the running is all this content needs to be completed. You've reviewed the content. The stuff doesn't take long, maybe like 5 to 10 minutes, but you've reviewed it and you might even be asked to respond to some of the stuff that's in here so that we know that you're on track. Okay? So I will give you all access. Once you guys get into the community, I'll give you guys access to the Address Your Thirst First hydration course so that you can begin looking through that content. Okay. And it will drip out. It won't be all at once. It'll drip over the course of the 2 weeks. So you're not overwhelmed. I don't want anybody to get overwhelmed by any of this. All right. Any questions about what I'm showing you? So real fast before I exit out of this, um, you have the course, Address Your Thirst First, which you all will get access to. You have the community, and I want you all to introduce yourselves under the Welcome to Healing Me First with Chef B, an intro. You're going to introduce yourself there. Once you get your accountability person, partner, you can chat with them in here or you can chat with them via text message. But it's probably easier for you to just chat in here. All right. And then under the Address Your Thirst First Hydration Challenge tab, this is where all of your posts will live. And when you post what your number is for the day, how much water you've drunk, don't just give me like the screenshot of this little bit like this. I want the entire screen because we want to see the day and the amount of water that you actually consumed based on your goal. Okay? Any questions about that? All right, I haven't given, hold on a second. Ayenda, I know that you just joined. I'm gonna let you introduce yourself
Yeah.
shortly. Welcome in. I haven't given accountability partners just yet. I was just sharing with people how to get into the app. So I'll add you to the app now. And if you can, Ayenda, just go to the chat and you'll see the link to the Healing Me First with Chef B community and just request to join in there. And that's the fastest way to get in there. All right. Questions? There's a question. Okay, Fakisha, I see you in here now too.
I don't see anything in the chat. It's blank for me.
Oh, it's blank for you. Okay, cool. Let me resend it to you. Okay. Yeah, that's true because you just came on. All
And
right,
I,
check
this
it.
is Tracy. Okay, let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready for you, Tracy.
Okay, so I'm in the school app, but it's in the old group
It's in the
because
old
it
group.
said, yep. So when I put my email in, it was like you already have an account, but it took me back to the previous hydration group.
Oh yeah, you good. You're in. You're in. You should be fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you good.
Okay.
Yep. You good. That's right.
Is it gonna say it has 46 members?
Yep, that's us.
Okay. I'm in then.
So
Thank
you
you.
in, yep. And so you're in, Fakisha's in, Karen is in, Kenja is in. We're looking to get who else needs to go? Let me look at my screen. Bernice, Bernice, and then Ayinda. Ayinda, did you get the link? Are you good? Yes? Ayinda?
Sorry, I know my mic was off. Yes, I did. I'm having it sent to my email now.
Okay,
Yes.
good. All right, so you're setting up your profile and all that stuff, right? Okay. All right, so perfect. All right, now let's just go back to the screen with the content for tonight. All right, so I said that I was going to get you guys set up on the app. We got you set up on the water reminder app. We did that. Okay. And then the next thing is to tell you about the challenge requirements. Okay, so let's do that real fast. Okay, here we go. So to be in the running for the prizes for the challenge, and I'm going to announce the prizes. I'm still finalizing first, second, and third place prizes, but just letting you know what the requirements are. So in order to be in the running for one of the three prizes, participants must do the following. The first thing is post daily in the Healing Me First with Chef B community, your intentions of your water goal and evidence that you have met it using a screenshot from the water app. Okay. So by that, I mean, like what I said, once you get your goal, take a picture and then upload it to school. You can download the school app onto your phone so that you can quickly do things. You don't have to just access it from your computer. That's what's cool about this app. Like you can either do it on your computer or you can do it on your phone, and it's really seamless and lovely. All right. So that's the first thing. So regular posting daily of your intentions and what your water goal is and how you've met it. Once again, if you don't meet your water goal one day, that's okay. Nobody's penalizing you. The goal is just to be consistent and at least you're trying, you're going for it. Number two, you want to complete the materials for the Address Your Thirst First course in the community. And I showed you where that is. And if you have questions about it, you can always reach back out to me and ask, or you can ask your accountability buddy. Number three, you want to complete one post on Instagram and Facebook with you sharing your experience during the 14 days. So it might be you putting up a water container and just sharing how you feel at any time during the challenge. You want to do one of that because we want you to promote the hydration challenge. And I'll give you the hashtag on how you can promote it. All right. Because this is something that I know I'm going to continue doing because it's really important and I know that people need it. And then the last thing is engage with your participants in the community. All right. So once again, once you're doing all of these things, you're going to be climbing the leaderboard. The leaderboard is king. It will tell me how you're engaging and who you're engaging with, along with evidence that you're doing your water goal and that you've completed that course. All right. The leaderboard doesn't lie. It's telling you your engagement. Okay. Any questions about that? Any questions about how you be considered for one of those prizes? No? Okay, let's see. One, two, three, four, five, six.
And Tasha, you are going to share the recording after the meeting, right?
Of course. Yes.
Okay.
Desiree, finally, I hear your voice.
I'm driving, so I'm sorry. It's hard for me to navigate the mute sometimes.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. No problem. No problem. All right. So I know that we have some folks who jumped in a little bit later because we're past the 8 o'clock hour. What I wanted to do real quick was put you guys in accountability groups. And let me see. So I'm going to do it like this. I'm gonna send it out because there's some people who are not on here, and I want to just send it out so that you guys can connect. All right. So I'll put you together, and then I'll share that list, and then you guys can connect with each other. All right. Because we have an odd number of people here tonight. So otherwise, I would have put y'all together. And then we have Desiree driving and all of that. And I want her to be safe. All right. Um, Ayenda, you wanna share who you are and why you decided to join the hydration challenge and where you are? What city you representing?
Sure, I'm in Atlanta. Right, I'm in Atlanta, from Atlanta. I I don't know why that just happened. I am the director of TSK Preparatory. I joined the challenge because I am going on a trip with my daughter. She's turning 30, going on a cruise, and I wanted to get myself ship shape for that. And I'm about to also do a cleanse. And I thought if I'm going to be on a cleanse, I need to make sure I'm hydrated. So I was like, this is a great opportunity to kind of marry two goals together. Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Desiree, I know that you're driving. I don't know if you can hear us. Can you just quickly tell us who you are and why you decided to join the challenge?
Yes. Hi, my name is Desiree. And who am I? um, Tasha's friend for 30-ish years.
Yes.
Um, and I work in IT all day, so I sit at a desk and I'm sedentary and I don't take care of myself. But recently I had a medical procedure, and for whatever reason, the doctor thinks that the procedure dehydrated me. And so when Tasha introduced the challenge, I thought this would be perfect. I might as well do it because the doctor is forcing me to drink all this water anyway. So this will give me some accountability, which I know is going to be a blessing and a curse. I'm going to be cussing you out, Tasha. I swear I'm going to be cussing you out, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it.
I don't mind the cuss out. We Caribbean people, we used to it. We used to it. All right. Well, I'm super excited for you all. Let me just make sure that I have addressed everything and I have. Any questions at all before we jump off tonight? Any questions? And offline, if I haven't seen you on the school app yet, I'm gonna make sure that you guys get on. And like I said, the Address Your Thirst First stuff, that content, that course, I'll add y'all to it. I probably will wait a little bit because in order for me to drip the content, it's a timing of when you guys get added to the course. And then we'll get running on June 1st. Everyone's clear on the vessels. Everyone's clear on the amount of water that they need because we did that calculation for some of you who came in a little late. Does everyone know how much
Yeah.
water they actually need? Did you miss that step? Who missed that?
I missed that. I missed that step. And I'm
Okay.
also curious because I'm on I can't think of his name, but anyway, an herbal cleanse and I'm drinking tea. So
Mhm.
I'm wondering, a little bit of how to balance that because it's 232 ounce, tea components.
Yep.
I don't want to overhydrate. So I was
Right.
thinking about only, doing the three water jugs basically, with two of them being tea and then the third one being water. So I don't know.
All right, so let's talk about it. So the calculation that you need And we could talk offline
Mm.
about this too, about your numbers and
Sure.
your combo. But the amount of water you
Mm-hmm.
need every day, you take your weight and you're going to divide that number in half. And that's the ounces
Mm.
of water that
Okay.
you need every day. That's the amount that you need every day. That's baseline. Okay.
Okay.
Then what I said to people was, all right, like for example, mine is 100. Mine is 100. Divide that number into thirds. So for me, it would be 33.3 ounces. I would drink that as soon as I wake up. 33.3 ounces of water. Then once I pee all of that stuff out, I'm doing my thing, getting myself ready for the day. You should have the second third filled up. And you're nursing on that throughout the day. You're drinking that throughout the day so you're not running to the bathroom every 5 minutes. And then the last goal is for you to
Right.
drink the third of that amount once you get home. And you want to shoot for drinking that before, like 2 hours before you go to bed. Okay? So that's the strategy. That strategy seems to work very, very well for people. My nurses, my doctors, my folks who work overnight ER, we got to do some stuff that's a little bit different for them because their sleep schedule is just different and everything that they do is just
Yeah.
different, right? But that works for most of us. Okay. And now for you, Ayana, because you're doing like a herbal tea, let's talk offline on what that looks like for you. Okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
All right, everybody got that step. That's the important step. What is the amount for you? That's your specific amount. Half your body weight in ounces of water is it. And then I'm also saying divide it in thirds, and that's how you drink throughout the day. All right. Also, the water reminder app. I think you might have missed that too, Ayenda. The water reminder app is the app that we're using to
I did.
track our water. Did you get that or no?
No.
Okay, so let me show you what it looks like. Go to your app store. Go to your app store or your Google Play app,
Okay.
and
Mm-hmm.
you're going to look for this logo. Let me find it. You're going to look for this logo. It's a blue cup with a little check. It's called the Water
Mm-hmm.
Reminder app. And you want to download that. Whatever number you got when you divided it in half, that should be the number that goes into your goal in the app. That's the number that we're shooting for every day. Okay? Any questions about that?
I'm downloading it now. I found it.
Beautiful. All right. All right. And like I said, once you guys get added to the app, that is the community. What I'll do is I'll send like a little ping to each of you. Hey, welcome in, introduce yourself, and use that as a space to introduce yourself. It'll make sense once you do it. All right, Desiree, once you get home, I'll send you the link for you to join, and then you can just create a little profile and introduce yourself there as well. But please be safe while you driving.
Tosh,
Yes?
I have a question.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, let me get my thoughts together. Okay, so for the next 14 days, we're only drinking water.
No, we're not. So right now, you're going to start drinking your water, but then what you can do is there are things that are allowable. So not much, but in terms of water, like the teas are allowable. That's fine.
Okay,
So you're doing teas, but you don't want to add sugar to the tea. You want to just keep it simple because tea is water. Tea is water. It just has herbs in it, right? So the fact that Ayenda is drinking those herbal teas, she's drinking water. It becomes something different when she starts adding sugar and all these other things to it, milk, then it's no longer water. But if you have herbal teas, that can add to your number, your water number for sure.
okay,
Another thing that will add to your water number is stuff like living waters. And I just did a video about living waters. A living water is basically stuff like watermelon juice, celery juice, It's it's fruits and vegetables that have a high water content. That's allowed too, but not too much. So let me give you an example, just so that you're playing safe, right? If my number is 100 ounces of water for the day, and I wanted some living water or some juice, fresh pressed juice, I would do like 10% of my 100. So that's 10 ounces. And that's about it. Because I don't want you to get into, oh, well, let me drink some more juice. And then you don't, and you're replacing that with the water. You need your water. You need your water. Coconut water is allowed. That's great. Celery juice is allowed. A little bit of watermelon juices are allowed. Watermelon rind juice is allowed, but only about 10% of the amount of whatever your goal number is. Don't just be drinking haphazardly because it's sweet and it tastes good. No, we got to make sure we're getting our water in. Does that answer your question?
It does. I was planning, well, I am doing the tea as well, so that's why I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah,
If
so tea works. Tea is water. You're fine with that. Yep. Anyone else? Any other questions? All right. Before we go, you will have some other educational classes. I'm just trying to find out if 7 o'clock is a good time to connect with y'all. Then the first one will be, I'm gonna check in with y'all on June 1st, but then we have our first class with a chiropractor on June 3rd. So they're not going to be every night. I'll definitely announce it ahead of time. And if you can't make it, no problem. We'll just record it. But my goal is to also give you guys some education with some folks who are experts in the field of whatever they do and why water is important in that respective field. So you can get another perspective. Okay. So we'll definitely check back in on June 1st just to make sure that everybody's good because there's some people who couldn't make it tonight. So when we kick off on June 1st, check in and then we'll have one on June 3rd. Okay. And then we'll have, again, every few nights we'll have just to check in to see how everybody's going and just to talk through some of the content. Okay. But it'll be around 7 o'clock on the nights that we meet. All right. Any questions about that? I'll send out a schedule too. So you'll get the schedule for when we'll meet, and then also I'm going to put y'all in accountability groups. So you can reach out to your accountability person either through the school app or you'll get their information so that you can chat with them. All right, but right now it'll be through the school app. So I'll let you know when everybody's added. All right. All right, I'm excited for you guys. How y'all feeling? Everybody feeling good?
Sure.
I'm excited.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Once you guys get into the app and get things flowing and y'all get into that leaderboard, we're gonna see our competitive heads and who our competitive folks are. Because it gets to be a lot of fun. And then like I said, I have to finalize our prizes, but I'll be finalizing those prizes. So on June 1st, I'll announce the first, second, and third place, what those prizes are. Okay, guys?
Okay.
All
Thank you.
right.
Sorry I'm so late. I was so late, but I'm here, fully
Oh, no, you good. You good, Mama Yenda. You fine.
committed.
I'm excited for y'all. All right, Bernice and Jamile and my lunch lady, Fakisha, Karen K, my auntie, Ayenda, Desiree,
say that again.
Aliyah,
Say that again.
your auntie. This is my aunt, by the way, y'all. Karen
Uh,
She's my aunt. She is my mom's baby sister, my auntie, and I'm so grateful that you participate. I mean, there's everybody here is important to me. Desiree is my
awesome.
mama's sister. We've been knowing each other since 1991, 1992. And Jim McCrary and Jamila, she's my Asset sister, and she's also my Spelman sister. I've been knowing her since 1990.
Okay.
Mama Ayenda, I am one of the educators at her school. I'm her math teacher, supporting her. She has an independent African-centered school, and I'm one of the teachers at that school. And I'll be trying to, give the kids good food and all that stuff. So
Yes.
me. Bernice is important to me. She's one of my clients, but friend now too. And then Fakisha I actually met Fakisha in January when I went to Texas to a culinary conference and we just hit it off. She mad cool. Tracy, she left too. She's also a meal prep client. So y'all all special to me, man. And I'm grateful for each and every one of y'all. So there's more of y'all. Not everybody was able to get on this call tonight. There's 17 of y'all thus far who have registered for this challenge. And I'm sure because
Great.
the deadline is tomorrow to register, there are going to be a few more people coming in. So if you know folks that might be interested in doing this challenge, please, let them know. The recording is here, so if somebody missed something, they can always look at the recording. Okay? And that's it. That's all I got for you tonight.
Thanks, sis. We appreciate you. Y'all
Yes.
have a good night.
Reach out if you have any questions about anything.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right, y'all.
Thank you.
Okay, will do. Thank you. Good night.
All right,
All
peace.
right.
Bye.